Look, red dot says I'm recording now.
Alright.
Alright, Nate, what did we just do tonight?
Okay, so Linnea and I just went to Worcester State, and there were some state representatives, people running for state treasurer, people running for county sheriff, and there was a lieutenant governor candidate there, and it was at Worcester State, and it was an opportunity for them to all talk about who they were, what they do, and to Worcester State students, and Linnea and I really do that. So at the end there was an open mic, and I went up, I was the first person to take a question, and I asked them about the campaign. I told them that I explained who our group is, that we're SJSF, we're a college, we're 22 campuses throughout Massachusetts, and that there's 4 campuses in Worcester, and explained that we were part of the leadership campaign in collaboration with the Mass Council of Churches and with the Mass Climate Action Network. And I said that we are trying to get 100% clean electricity in Massachusetts by 2020, and that we're also trying to get coal out of Massachusetts by 2020. So I asked them if they would support getting coal out of Massachusetts by 2020, support a bill for that, and also support a bill for 100% clean electricity in Massachusetts by 2020. And I also emphasized that we're having 2 events, sleep-outs, in Worcester on October 9th and one October 23rd, and I asked them if they would attend. So we then proceeded to have about a 10 or 15 minute discussion in which all of them, every single one of them that was left, was
Harriet Chandler and Vincent Fidone, and a man representing Karen Polito, state treasurer, who's running for state treasurer.
Yeah, them. And they were hopping over each other to talk about how sustainable they were. They were at one point we got into this argument. They were all one-upping each other on the gas mileage that their car got. And one guy said, "I got 30." He's like, "Oh, well, mine gets 40 miles a gallon." And another guy's like, "Well, I drive a hybrid." And then one guy said, "Well, my opponent that just left drives if you didn't notice, a 13-mile-a-gallon Cadillac." So it was this big, and one guy stood up and said, as the only Republican left here, because there were 6 people, 1 Republican, 5 Democrats, because all the Republicans left right after they spoke. They didn't want to stay around for questions, apparently. Except this guy. And he said, "I want to let you know that, as a Republican candidate, as conservative and everything, I'm really supportive of this," and he has no heating cost because he has solar, hot water on his roof, and he's the one that had a 40-mile-an-hour.
He was talking about how important it was that we take care of the planet that we live on. Yes. And the people there who are affected by the environment, and we all are.
Right. Harriet Chandler also spoke extensively about how important this issue was. I introduced myself as a physics major and that I wanted to go on and get a physics PhD and work on renewable energy. One of her responses was that she would really like to get input from us as students because she doesn't know the technical aspects of this issue, although she recognizes it as an enormous issue. So she would really love input from us as students, physics majors, environmental scientists, that know the issues and the technicalities behind it, to give advice, I guess, insight into what the options are, what the problem is, etc. So it was a phenomenal response to the question.
And they all, as soon as we mentioned climate change, everyone jumped on it. They all had so much to say. But what's interesting, in their not debates, but in their presentations to us, they were talking about jobs and education. No one mentioned climate change. It's just not on the agenda right now. Well, it's not that it's not on the agenda. It's just not in the discussion.
It wasn't on their agenda to bring up. Once we brought it up, they were all trying to one-up each other on how they were the more sustainable candidate. Even people that weren't running against each other.
And one of the other things, all of them stressed that this is not a partisan issue. This is, everybody's problem, and we're all going to have to work to figure it out.
That was a strong focus of theirs.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, watch for the blinking red dot. That means you're recording. We recorded everything at this event except me talking and their responses. So, lesson learned. Check for the red dot. It's really important.
Also make sure your battery's charged. That happened last time.
That happened when Bill McKibben was speaking at Holy Cross. So charge your camera the night before and then keep a sharp eye out for the red dot. They are key.
And we hope to see you at the Sleepouts
on October 9th, Institute Park in Worcester, starting at 4:30 until 10:10 in the morning on 10/10/10, October 10th, 2010, which is International Get to Work Day. So Institute Park October 9th, 4:30 in the afternoon with sleepover, and then 11 in the morning we will be at 41 Freeland Street to weatherize a building with the Worcester Energy Barn Raisers. On October 23rd, meet us at Worcester Common at 2:30. We will have events throughout the afternoon and evening, and then if you would like to again stay with us overnight, we will be sleeping on the Worcester Common until Sunday morning, at which point we will go to the Mass Climate Action Network, NCAN, Massachusetts Climate Action Network, conference at Clark University, which starts at 10 in the morning on Sunday, October 24th. We would love to see you at any of these events, and we will hopefully have some wonderfully engaging speakers at them. Quite possibly some of these people that were just at this event, because we talked to them afterwards and gave them flyers, and they were all very interested in coming, provided their schedules allowed.
And once again, you probably already know this because you're on our website, but our website is justinstable.org.
Yes.